Hey, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? How are you for this Monday, November 5th, 2018? Oh, that's interesting.
I don't know what just happened there.
That's
I
good.
just saw the bald head and I wanted to rub it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Welcome to another episode of Talking Trends, ladies and gentlemen, where myself and Tony find interesting news articles from across the globe and we bring them to the comforts of your home or wherever you may be watching or listening to this show. And guys, unlike a lot of podcasts, it's done live. So I'm speaking to everybody in the chat. We would love to hear your likes, your dislikes, your comments, and opinions on the stories that we are going to be covering on today's show.
Speak on it.
Well, Daddy, this is what we do.
Oh, yeah.
Up first, starting Monday off on somewhat of a depressing note.
Well, then you can go up.
Yes, we can only go up from here, I think.
You don't want to start here
No.
and go down.
No.
We want to rise up,
Yes.
bring you people up with us.
Rise up, rise up. So first story. Grandparents tell their child to clean his room. He refuses and kills his grandmother
Well,
and then himself. If that wasn't enough,
yeah.
if that wasn't a
That wasn't
nice uplifting story, we got more. Back-to-back shootings, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, we're still going in that. Okay.
Yeah, we're still going.
Good.
So our second story, there was a shooting at a yoga studio. But
Yeah.
thankfully, a quick thinking employee was
Yeah.
able to thwart off the shooter
Yeah.
with a vacuum cleaner.
Well, cleaning devices can be doubled as weapons in a yoga situation.
On the second half of the show, pictured here, I mean, I don't even know if she could be considered a candidate for Mother of the Year. We've had some pretty bad mothers.
We've had some really bad ones.
This one, I mean, she just left her kid for a couple hours while the kid went out trick-or-treating by himself.
She let him loose?
Yeah, just kind of forgot about him.
Oh, okay. Well, it's up there.
It's okay.
Not the worst.
No.
No.
And finally, wrapping up today's show, again, on a positive note, there's a man from Edmonton, shouts out Canada, keeping it real,
Shoto.
who picked up a child who was having issues with his wheelchair in the recent snowfall.
Yeah.
So, good Samaritan.
Yeah.
But before we get into today's show, how was your weekend, sir?
It wasn't bad.
Yeah?
Yeah. What did I do? I don't know what I did. I went out.
It was a good weekend.
I did a couple things.
Okay.
Nothing too crazy, Spent some time and need some downtime in the house, Did a
Yeah.
little football practice yesterday.
Nice.
And,
Oh, yeah, your season's coming up soon.
buddy, what's today? The 4th?
No, the 5th. I just said it.
So I don't even know. So next, I think next Thursday, whatever the 14th is, that's our first game.
Okay.
So, yeah. You come out for that embarrassment. That'll be fun for you to watch.
Oh, yeah, maybe I should.
That'll be an Instagram session for your boy over here, putting all kinds of things on my head.
Hey,
I'm sure.
I could be your cheerleader.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so it wasn't bad. What about you? You had the big jammy jam?
Yeah, the jam was great on Saturday.
Nice.
It happens down at the Seahorse. Again, the weather was just so up and down that day.
Weird.
Very odd.
Very weird, man.
Oh, yeah, we had our little thing beforehand, the jam. That
Yeah, we had a little something.
little event.
Little
Anyways, but yeah, it was a good weekend besides that. I had a couple drinks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's our birthday week.
Oh,
So we're still trying to figure out where we're going to go for drinks on Thursday.
we got to do it.
And then Daddy's taking a little break from drinking because
You should
it's already got me out of whack already, man.
yeah, I can always tell by your Instagram stories.
Yeah.
He's off the wagon, and it's going to be an entertaining situation right now.
Man.
I liked it.
Anyways, how are you guys doing out there? You guys good? Hopefully you had a great weekend. You're here with us, and we appreciate it.
Yeah. Have you checked out a rehab? Are you still in rehab? If not, we'll see you there.
Yes. First off, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hop into today's show with the story about a boy who's 11 years old who killed his grandmother and unfortunately turned the gun on himself. So an 11-year-old boy is dead after police in Arizona says he shot and killed his grandmother before turning the gun on himself. The boy's grandparents asked him to clean his room throughout the day on Saturday, but he refused. I probably would too.
Yeah.
The couple was watching television when the boy approached him from behind, and that's when he shot his grandmother. The
Jesus.
boy's grandfather told police that he ran after his grandson and saw him take a couple steps before he fell to the ground. So the gun belonged to Herbert, which was the grandfather, and the grandparents had full custody of the boy. So,
Yeah.
again, ladies and
It's a
gentlemen,
sad story, man.
it's a very sad story. It's kind of, I feel like there's a lot more. I feel like I should have done a little bit more research.
Yeah.
And maybe perhaps got a little bit more articles. I mean, I just don't think an 11-year-old would just do this. I think there's some.
Well, there must be some history there.
Yes.
You know, when you're dealing with a situation like that, it's never just one isolated incident.
No.
The boy is very young.
Yeah,
11 years old.
Yeah.
It comes back to gun safety.
This is true,
Is
too.
another thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How does a boy have access to a loaded gun?
Yeah. At what age do you tell? Let's say you have children and you have a gun.
Yeah.
Or you have a gun license. What age do you think is appropriate to tell your kids that there is a loaded handgun or a gun within the confines of your house?
I think that you know what? I think that you probably have to wait until, I'd say, like 8 or 9 for me.
Okay.
Because they comprehend the rights and wrongs a bit and the seriousness of, you know, messing around with the gun. I think younger, they still don't get it. They're 5 years old or something. They're just like, oh, whatever.
Right.
So they don't understand it. But at that age, they would get it. Like, I'm just thinking about my kids. And I think it was around 9. That's probably where they'd kind of be like, okay, we shouldn't mess with that.
Right.
But at the same note, like, you're an irresponsible gun owner. If an 11-year-old child can get access to a loaded gun, it's your fault. Meaning that whoever's gun that is, it's the grandfather's.
I believe so.
So guess what? That's all on you.
Yeah.
And that's heavy to put on someone like that.
For sure.
You're dealing with, you know, an adult who knows better.
Yeah.
Who knows they have an 11-year-old child in the house. And especially a boy. Boys are very curious. You know, they like to, you know, road around. They play rough. They're used to playing, you know, with their friends, guns. They shoot them up. You know, that's all part of the way we grew up.
Yeah, I would usually take a stick that looks like a gun.
Exactly. There
And
you go.
That's my gun.
There you go.
No bullets, just imaginative ones. Lasers sometimes.
Pretend gun.
Yeah.
Just pretend. Nobody gets shot. Nobody gets hurt.
No, exactly.
But, you know, you got to be responsible.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many stories that we've covered, and I mean, a whole bunch of incidents that have happened over the years, and it's going to continue to happen, unfortunately.
Yeah, it will.
But I mean, I wish there would be more. Like, if you have a gun in your house, and even if your kid's not there, let's say if you have an argument with your spouse.
Yeah. Oh, my God, yeah.
I think it should be locked up just in case.
I mean,
The spouse could be like, I had enough of talk. Your back talk.
emotions get the best of us sometimes.
Yeah,
We
and
don't-
I know where the gun is.
Yeah, we don't make proper decisions.
Yeah.
When we're under that kind of duress. So, you know, but it's a lot worse when the child is involved. Like,
Of course.
a child shouldn't just be able to access a gun. You're 11 years old. You know what? Lock the shit up.
Yeah, there should.
Get a padlock on there, man.
Exactly.
Solves the whole problem.
Yeah.
So I don't know how this kid just the gun was just out there.
Yeah, it seemed like it was pretty. The access was just right there.
Sad story. Feel
Yeah.
bad for the grandmother and the boy.
Yes,
You know, but
just everybody involved, and I mean, of course, the family, the other family members that
Of
you know are
course.
going to go to this, and the friends and family, and yada yada.
the other thing is too, if there's a history of the boy having some sort of issues, whether it's anger, mental, whatever the case may be, all the more precaution you should be taking
Right.
to put that gun somewhere where it's not reachable.
This is true.
Oh, Grandpa, what have you done?
Man,
Beat it, Pops.
namaste.
Yes. Rest in peace.
And back to back shooting stories.
Let's keep it going.
May as well.
Well, it's, Rifle Mondays.
Is that the
No,
weapon
I just
of choice?
came up with that. It's bad.
Oh,
It's
okay.
really bad. I apologize. Yeah. What are we doing?
It's your story, my friend.
Oh, sorry. I lost track.
What are we doing?
I wanted
Just
to
to continue to
I
stare
was
at each
hoping
other.
just to go to my nice story.
Okay.
I didn't want to keep that going. But anyway, something nice, yoga.
Yes.
Something you've enjoyed I've enjoyed in the
Yeah.
past.
I'd like to do it more regularly.
Me too. Super hard,
Depending.
which is good.
Yeah. It is good.
You know
But
what
I just don't. I just haven't figured out what time of the day
Yeah.
I want to squeeze it in. But I was talking to my friend Mike, who took photos of us a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
He recommended a YouTube channel, which is
Oh.
like the perfect amount of time, because I was looking for like a 30-minute thing. I don't need
Right,
anything
right.
like an hour. I think that's too much for me.
And an hour's hard.
You know,
Yeah.
and
It's long.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's like, yeah, this person does
You want to express yoga?
30 minutes, just in and out, and I'm like, okay,
That's
well, maybe-
enough.
Yeah, and especially you set off your morning well.
Yeah, and your morning starts when, we're going to sleep.
Yeah.
So,
Anyways.
a yoga student in
Yeah.
at the Tallahassee Yoga Studio where a gunman unfortunately killed 2 people last week has been credited with saving lives after he risked his own during the shooting by attacking the assailant. It's badass. Joshua Quick described the dangerous confrontation.
I wouldn't recommend.
No, we do not recommend that at all. No. But, good on him. But
Yes,
don't do that.
Yeah.
Described it a dangerous confrontation in the interview with Good Morning America aired Sunday. Quick, who had visible facial injuries, he said that he used a vacuum cleaner and then a broomstick to attack the gunman. Survivors of the shooting said that Quick's courageous intervention bought them time to escape. Quote, thanks to him, I was able to rush out the door. One person said, I want to thank that guy from the bottom of my heart because he saved lives. The gunman, identified by police as 40-year-old Scott Burlier, reportedly entered the hot yoga Tallahassee at around 5:30 p.m. on Friday. He initially posed as a customer, but then within minutes of his arrival, he allegedly pulled out a handgun, quote, without warning, and began firing at people in the studio. Several people were shot, and 2 men, Nancy and a 61-year-old doctor as well from Florida State University, Mora, and a 21-year-old student. The other one was a 21-year-old student were killed, unfortunately. Quick, as they said, was all the Quick said.
Here
Quick.
we go, ladies.
No, because
and
I'm saying Quick as the word Quick instead of his name Quick. That's
right.
why.
Okay.
Quick said there was a sudden lull in the shooting. Quote, we were huddling in the corner, and as he made his way over towards us, he stopped firing. I did not know. I don't know if the gun jammed or what was going on. That's when he made his move. He said, quote, I picked up the only thing nearby to hit him with, which was a vacuum cleaner, and I hit him over the head.
Damn.
Nice shot, kid. The gunman then turned and pistol whipped me. That hurts. I felt myself fall to the ground. I didn't lose consciousness. I jumped up, ran over, and grabbed the only other thing that I could find, which is a broomstick.
A very clean yoga studio. This
very
is
clean. And I hit him over the head with that.
Okay.
Again, he pushed me off, but some people were able to run out of the room. The shooter then turned the gun on himself. Ooh. Police said where officers arrived around 5:40 p.m. The shooter was found dead at the scene from self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Damn coward.
Shouts out to be in a clean studio.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Broomstick vacuums. Damn. You know what? I don't know.
What is the motive behind this one?
Well, these
Did he
guys.
know somebody at the studio that he might have had a relationship with?
There's no link yet, I don't think, right now. Here's the problem. Because it's these things happen. They happen. I mean, the last 2 weeks, so many different shootings going on. It's a little.
It's hard to keep up.
In the synagogue, there was a shooting. And, so there was some places where it's just like the last place you expect it to happen.
Right.
And there's always innocent bystanders. These are like beyond innocent that are just like you're in a yoga class.
You're going to relax. Leave it on the mat, as they say.
Leave it all on the mat, baby.
And then this guy comes in, disturbing the peace. I wouldn't even know what to like. I just can't picture that situation in any kind of venue.
Good on this guy. I mean, again, I don't recommend it.
I wouldn't recommend, trying to interview. But you know what? Yeah,
man,
major props to this person.
He saved some lives. Yeah. Could have been a lot worse. I mean, I don't think I would be able to do that.
I'm hiding in the bathroom,
dude. I'd be jumping out the friggin' window. I'm hiding in the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm rolling with all the yoga mats up.
Yeah,
creating some kind of barrier,
leaving everybody outside.
Hey, man, I gotta protect number one.
Every man, child, woman, Buddha, whatever you are, you're on your own.
Yeah,
I'm the instructor there to teach the class. I ain't here. Save your ass.
That's to save
and
lives.
That's just is what it is. And it's hot yoga too. I'm already all worked up because of the heat.
Yeah.
I'm frustrated. I'm irritated. Don't come in with that gun.
No.
I'll bonk you over the brain.
There you go.
Or we could just say thank you for everybody joining us today.
Yeah.
It's probably the best way to go. You may not be in yoga, but you're here with us, and we're trying to relax you. Not with those first 2 stories, but we'll turn it around.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
Shouts out to the roll call. Everybody joined us today. Ray in the house. Ashley shouts out. Kathy's also in the house. Megan shouts out. Tracy shouts out. Natasha and Megan in the house. Thank you guys for joining us today. We have a full array of ladies up in the house today.
Oh.
including ourselves.
Hey.
We said yoga and everybody came running.
That's true.
Anyway, thank you guys for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Yes, and if you haven't taken the moment to head over to the iTunes and search Talking Trends, you should go do that right now.
Mm-hmm.
We'll wait. And then after you're done that,
yep,
just give us a little 5-star.
We like 5 stars.
Or not. That's
well, it's not that hard. 5-star, 3-star. You might as well go full. Go all in, baby.
Yeah, go all in. Go balls deep.
Well, I didn't say that.
Okay, sorry. I'm trying to keep today's show clean.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all good. I love it.
Up next on the second half of the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Or ladies.
Oh, boy.
A Maitland mom has been arrested after her boy, 6 years old, was found trick-or-treating alone on Halloween night. Well, I mean, trick-or-treating usually happens on Halloween, so I'm not sure what other day.
What other day you'd be doing?
Yeah.
Well, you never know.
Anyway, so she was arrested after her 6-year-old son was found trick-or-treating alone late on Halloween night, lost and dehydrated, according to police. All that candy and no water. And Jessica Ann King, Jack for short, my girl Jack, 38, told police that she let the boy go alone because she was sick.
Oh.
That's what a good parent does.
Yeah, go on.
An arrest report said she was arrested on charges of child neglect and booked into the Orange County Jail.
Okay.
King has since been released after posting bail. Doesn't say how much bail was.
No.
Probably a bag of candy.
Bag.
According to the arrest report, a man and a woman found the boy around 10:30 p.m. on Wednesday, dressed like an astronaut and wandering alone about half a mile from his home. The boy, of course, thankfully, knew his address, but he didn't know how to get there.
That's nice.
Right? He told the adults that he's been out by himself since the sun was out, and his mom was home, quote-unquote, resting.
Oh, Lord.
The adults, of course, brought the boy home, stopping at a house along the way for some bottled water, which they said he immediately chugged after complaining of being thirsty, and confronted the woman, who seemed unfazed by her child being alone.
Oh.
She told an officer that the boy was supposed to be home at 8. You guys remember he was out to 10:30, but acknowledged that he didn't have a watch or a phone to tell the time if he needed help. Not to mention that he didn't know how to get home.
He didn't even know how to get there. Should have called Uber.
Yeah, maybe.
He knew the address.
King said that she had been sleeping and didn't realize the boy hadn't come home yet. He'll sleep and let the child do whatever he wants.
More and more as you go in the story, she's getting that mother year starting to creep up a little bit better.
Yeah. When asked whether she thought it was a good idea for the 6-year-old to be out without supervision or a way to call help, she said, I guess not.
Nice. It's always nice to see.
Anyways, police notified the Florida Department of Children and Families. The boy was turned over to the care of a neighbor at the request of King's family. Mother of the year candidate.
She's getting up there.
She's getting up there. We've had worse.
We've always had a lot worse.
Way worse.
Question is, what do you do in that situation?
How old? When is it okay to go out trick-or-treating by yourself? I can't remember when I did it.
You do?
I can't remember.
Oh, you can't remember?
No. Because you still go out with your kids.
I do, yeah. I do. I mean, yeah, I do.
But
I just don't think there's... I don't know if there's a time that you go without them.
Even if they're like 18, you're still like...
Well, you probably shouldn't be trick-or-treating at 18, but... yeah, you should stop trick-or-treating. When they stop trick-or-treating, then you stop going out with them because that's it.
When's a good age to stop trick-or-treating? I feel like... Yeah.
That's a good question. I think it depends on how you look physically.
Yeah, if you can get away with looking like a kid.
There's some 13-year-old boys out there that look like older than us.
This is true.
So I don't know. What do you think? Like, I don't know.
I stopped
13?
going. I think I stopped going out like.
That sound about right?
Yeah, 12, 13. I was in like grade 6. I think that was like my last year.
When you're able to grow a mustache.
I'm still unable to do so.
Well, okay, so you're still okay to go trick-or-treating.
Okay, fair enough.
I would say 13, something around there. I mean,
when puberty strikes.
When it strikes, you better get the hell out of. I don't know. I would never. Megan says never. Well, you can't say that, of course. Well, we should go try it and see what happens. I'll have to shave.
There's no. What would you go? I mean, if your costume was good, I doubt made people. Wow, you're still built like a man.
Well, I could. I'm built like a man, baby. I'll have to dress up as a woman.
Fair enough.
A manly
A
woman.
very
You know?
nice physique.
Megan, I totally could get away with it. Yeah, you could. You're looking young, girl.
I think I could do it. I think I could probably get away with
Yeah, you could
with
probably
a
be
couple
all right.
trick or treats.
Well, no one would ever refuse you candy. Then you could shout racism.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because I'm black.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what it is.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it'd be a whole thing.
Yeah.
No, take the whole bag.
Attention!
Take it all. You want a
attention.
TV?
This house right here refuses to give me a full chocolate bar because I'm a black
They'd
man.
be giving you TVs and shit.
Hey,
like
man.
what?
Got to take advantage of it.
What do you want? Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, in reference to the story,
Yeah.
I wish I knew how much the bill was. Do you think this?
Dude, you have to. Did she lose her child over this?
No, I don't know. But it's just so odd. Why would you let your kid go out? He's
How old was the kid
6 years old.
Dude, listen. At 6 years old, she's got to lose her kid.
Oh,
Dude,
just like that.
at 6 years old?
Yeah, I mean, anything could have happened too. And it's
God,
10
man.
10 o'clock at night.
10 o'clock at night, your kid is roaming around the streets in the dark on Halloween.
And if, let's just say, you allowed your kid to go out,
Yeah.
fully, you know you're doing this.
Okay.
Perhaps you should ask your kid, be like, hey, do you remember how to get back home?
Right.
Or maybe give a cell phone. I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying, if you're going to let your 6-year-old child out,
If it had to happen.
if it had to happen, let's go down a little checklist of things you might want to do before letting him or her out. Especially,
It's a long-ass checklist. There's nobody else she knew.
you
Go with the boy.
right? He had no friends.
No friends. What kind of loser kid is this?
Yeah.
You got to have one friend?
That's your problem right there, kid.
Megan says, I wasn't allowed to cross the street alone when I was 6. It's a good point.
What's the first time you were allowed to the mall? I wasn't allowed to the mall for a while with like friends. I think like junior high.
Yeah, it took a while. I couldn't go for a while. I think it was, probably about the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I wasn't allowed to go do that stuff.
I kicked up quite a fuss my
Did
first
you?
time. I was
You
just
were a
like, what?
troublemaker.
No, not me. Never.
Oh. You were too.
No.
Anyway, this lady's crazy.
Yeah. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, ending the show on a positive note, as we sometimes like to do.
Very rarely.
Yeah.
But if you're here today,
A fellow Canuck from Edmonton.
yeah, as you know, there's snow in some parts of the country.
Yeah.
Not here.
Nope.
Luckily.
Yeah.
Knock on
I'm
wood.
just gonna.
Edmonton, yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Edmonton family is saying thanks to a pair of good Samaritans after they helped carry a 6-year-old boy in his wheelchair home. Matthew Gesner has spina bifida and uses a wheelchair to get around. On Friday, snow blanketed the Edmonton area, making it difficult for Matthew to wheel home from school.
Mm-hmm.
The mom, Shannon Ranger, said that the 1 kilometer walk typically takes about 15 to 20 minutes, but the snowfall hampered the walk. Quote, the thickness of the snow and the wetness caused it to be almost impossible. Ranger said that she tried to push Matthew through the snow, but the wheelchair kept getting stuck. A man nearby came with a shovel to create a path on the sidewalk, she said. Then a couple blocks later, another man offered to help the group get Matthew home. 2 men picked up Matthew in his wheelchair, together weighing roughly 90 pounds, and carried him approximately 300 meters back to the family's house. Quote, I had never expected anything like that before, she said. The fact that people even noticed us blew me away. I was very appreciative, and I don't even know how to begin to thank them for what they've done. Mm-hmm. Ranger said that the men didn't give their names or exchange any information, but she is thankful for their help. Quote, the Good Samaritan and the positivity that they brought out to show humanity is still good. It doesn't take very much to show how you care. It doesn't take very much just to do something to help somebody. It could change their entire day, week, or for that matter, their year. So she just wanted to say thank you to them.
Hey, that could be a life-altering moment. Who knows?
Right? That's pretty good.
That is
300 meters?
Damn.
That ain't no joke.
No.
Right? Especially I mean, the weight wasn't super heavy for 2 people.
No.
But in the snow and in the conditions.
It's a little awkward too, man.
Listen, man, that's awkward. So that's good on them.
Yeah, shouts out to the Good Samaritan and recognizing that somebody needed help.
That's the first thing.
I almost saw somebody faceplant today.
You what? You saw somebody
almost
faceplant?
Yeah, they were running across the street.
Oh,
she was a little bit older, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna see this lady take a dive."
Yeah,
but thankfully she recovered. But all I could think was like, I mean, I'm in traffic, but would I pull over?
You
Would
were
I help her
driving then,
out?
and you saw her bolting down the street.
Yeah.
Well, why did you think she was going to fall? She was losing her balance?
No, she definitely was about to fall. Like,
Oh.
she lost her balance.
Oh.
It was close. So, but I was thinking in a situation, like, I think I would be a good Samaritan and help, but I'm just trying to go through the motions in my head. Like, where would I pull off to? And, you know. But I think more of us out there should be a little bit more privy. If you see anybody out there, you know, struggling, maybe just ask them, like, hey, do you need a hand? But there, and again, you have to be cautious too, because some people
You get offended.
get a little offended.
Yeah, totally.
Right? Because the biggest thing when it comes to just living your life, you want to be independent.
Yeah.
You know,
You want to be treated like everybody else.
and you want to be treated like everybody
In
else.
that case, though, if somebody falls, that's a legitimate accident.
Yeah.
I think it would depend on how slow they were to get up. Whether I'm going to pull over. If they bounce right up,
Yeah.
I'm like, cool, they're all right.
Provided they don't get up, then it's another situation.
If they go face down and there's no movement,
Yeah.
you should probably pull off.
Yeah, if I drive back in like 10 minutes and they're still there.
After I've gone to the bank and grabbed a quick bite to eat.
Yeah.
If you're still on the ground, I may pull over
Yeah.
or I yell out of the window. Hey, lady,
Hey,
you okay?
okay.
I'll be back.
Yeah. You need anything at the store? Okay.
Throw a sandwich at
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
You know,
Just
like,
hits her in the head, knocks her out some more.
yeah, that's not good. Be a
Anyways.
good Samaritan, I think, is the moral of the story.
Yes, that's what we're trying to get at, right? So, but I mean, again, in this case, man, shouts out to Canada. I mean, the boys is doing it big up here.
Listen, that's the way we do it.
Yep.
Especially in the Toronto Raptors world.
Oh.
Stuck it to LeBron.
What the hell? What kind of segue was that?
That's the way I do it because it just came to my mind right now. I thought that story was over. We're done.
Well, clearly.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're done.
Well, so now you want to talk about the Raptors all of a sudden.
I just want to say, shout out and congratulations to finally beating LeBron and his boys
This is true.
after a long friggin' run, man. He's
Getting
always been
dicked down by LeBron.
always the
after
roadblock.
Just getting dicked down.
And they stuck it to him at home.
Yeah. They bended him over backwards.
You like that, King James? Anyway, it's good.
Yeah, it was good. And it was crazy because Kawhi Leonard wasn't even playing.
Wasn't even playing. One of the top players.
One of the best players.
wasn't even in the
playing.
game. What did they beat them by, like 15 points?
I feel it was like good, 15, 20. But
Yeah.
I mean, in the first quarter, they were up by like 30. Which is,
Dude.
they scored 41 or 47 points in the first quarter, which is insane.
And LeBron was in the game.
Yeah.
Or was he? I think he sat the bench near the end. I'm pretty sure he was sitting on the end of the bench, what they said.
Can't blame him. But I mean, he's had Toronto's number for quite some time. Like I said, he's just been just beat Toronto every goddamn time they play.
What a mental win for those guys.
That's huge.
That's massive right there. They're
Yeah.
not afraid of playoffs.
No.
They're ready to go.
Yeah,
Although, you know.
playoffs will start like tomorrow. Be good.
Yeah, well, the injuries, there's no injuries.
Yeah.
It's the best way to go.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got one last thing before we.
Oh, you got some?
Yeah, before we leave today's show, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
I know the week just started, but when you plan things,
Wow.
You gotta-
Over promotion.
a little over promotion.
I like it.
Anyways, this weekend, yes, that's right, Saturday, November
on.
10th, doing another 90s R&B night happening at the Lion in Bright on Agricola Street,
Yep.
where we play 90s R&B
Oh,
all night.
it's a good time.
and some early 2000s stuff, but it's it's a really fun night. Everybody comes out, no problems, no issues. Everybody just comes out and has a little dance with each other.
It's a nice little jam.
It'll probably be my last day of drinking.
It is not.
Saturday will be that's
going
it.
back into rehab?
Then that's it. Then
Oh.
I'm taking a break till probably like Christmas time.
Was Saturday a rough night for you?
Dude, it's not even it was a rough night. It's just when you drink and when you haven't drank in months and whatever.
That's why I got to drink more, so the hit is hard.
Ah, yes, that's just true.
That's the key, baby.
It literally throws off your next day.
Oh, my God. Next couple days.
Next couple days, I'm still kind of like reeling it in from Saturday.
Did you drink a lot? No.
Not that much.
Beers?
Just fucking beers.
Oh, bro.
Well, what am I supposed to drink?
Anything.
Okay.
But beers are like, it's so heavy.
Yeah.
I find beers just like.
You're heavy.
Beers are just like, I don't know. Puts me to sleep and just make me slow.
Well, what turns you up then?
Dude, I get turned up.
What turns you? I was gonna say, what turns you?
what turns you on?
Hey, what kind of podcast is this turned into?
Oh, so disgusting.
Yeah, well,
I
what's
don't
your,
know. I
what's
try
your
to
drinking choice then?
I like to, if I'm going to do it,
Mm.
I'm going to stick with a drink that's very clear. Like see-through.
Okay, that was okay.
Vodka,
I would have never
gin,
guessed it.
anything that's a see-through drink.
All right,
Cool, doesn't weigh you down.
you can kind of see through beer.
No, it gets murky. when the darker the beer gets too, the more murky your night gets.
That's true.
But anyway, each his own.
Yeah, I used to be into the vodka sodas for a while there.
And I find that hangover. Vodka soda's nice.
Yeah.
That's a nice light one. I find beer gives you a worse hangover too.
And the poops, boy.
Clears the system.
I guess not really.
Or it clogs it.
Yeah, I think it clogs it up more than clears it. So, anyways,
enough of our bowel movements.
Yeah, we're done ranting on about absolutely nothing.
So gross.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to another episode of Talking Trends. We do this show, as you see it, Monday to Friday. People be like, "Hey, you still doing your podcast?" Yeah, man, we're still doing it. So yeah, if you have a moment to spare tomorrow or whenever, not forcing you into anything you don't want to do,
Just a little bit.
because people get in trouble for that.
Hashtag me too.
Hashtag me too, Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Anyways, so if you're not doing anything tomorrow, and by your own choice, feel free to come into our house. Just Talking Trends at 5 o'clock, and we can have a good conversation about some interesting stories. I promise tomorrow we're gonna have some funny stories.
We'll try to bring it up a little bit.
Yeah, you will shit your pants with laughter tomorrow.
Yeah. Live on air.
Yes.
All right.
We all will. Anyways, you guys, whatever you get up to this evening, be safe.
Yeah, have a good one. Relax tonight. It's a little cool out there.
Yeah, kick your feet up.
Yeah, just cuddle up. Get in no blanket. Cozy up in front of the tube, the boob tube. Watch some boobs. Or whatever. You're so disgusting.
I'm just letting you keep ranting. Just keep talking.
I'm thinking about my own plans.
Yeah, gross. Disgusting.
You love it.
Gross.
We shall see you tomorrow, maybe, if you're not completely disgusted.
Yeah.
Come on back.
All right. Thank you very much, guys. We out.
Peace.